So I thought this kid just really liked me. He was always up on me, you know what I mean? Always holding my hand when we would go in stores, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, of course, you know what I mean? Like, that was my guy, you know what I mean? Like, that was my, I even told Leah, like, I was like, when I get my own place again, like, I want him to live with me, you know what I mean? I'm like, you can do whatever you want, you can keep the money that you get for him, you know what I mean? She agreed to it, you know what I mean? Like, I really was, like, if I had my own place, like, he would have been with me. We never homeless. Like, this kid was always hungry, you know what I mean? Like, he was always dirty. Like, they didn't have nowhere to go. Like, I mean, she didn't have people that really cared. Nobody really cared about this kid. It was just more focused on her. I only knew this kid for 19 days, not knowing that, like, he was an abused kid, so it's like, for him to be that close to me in that short period of time, I mean, like, when I first met him, all the bruises that he had on him, and, it's just, I don't know, at first when I met him, it was like he was kind of like more or less afraid, like he would, I guess, didn't know me, so, I mean, once, from being around him and interacting with him, he started getting close with me. They said they put that picture up, and it looks bad. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, at that time, I was just like, I'm like, man, like I said, I know what happens to people that go to jail for that stuff, you know what I mean? And then it's like, you got a detective saying this, you got this medical examiner saying this, and then you have me saying that, so it's just like, who's gonna take my word? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not nobody special out there to where, like, I'm just, somebody's gonna believe me over what these cops are saying and these medical examiners are saying.
You kind of thought it was over?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about, like, how I can just end my life, like, you know what I mean? At that time, I was just like, man, I didn't know how to defend myself. I just wish I understood. Because like I said, again, I don't, what he was going through, I'm not used to that. You know what I mean? Like, I've dealt with a lot of kids in my life, nieces, nephews, kids, my, friends' kids, and I've never dealt with, like, a kid like Dante. You know what I mean? Not knowing, like, what was going on with him. Again, like, he was nonverbal. You know what I mean? So, like, I guess he was trying to speak through his actions. You know what I mean? So it's like when he was following me around, maybe it wasn't because he really liked me, maybe it was just more or less him telling me not to leave him alone with her.